I just bought Samsung's secret most expensive smartphone ever. But not just that. I've actually managed to get 8 of the most fascinating, hard to find smartphones on the planet. So let's go from cheapest to most expensive. Starting off at just $350 with the Techno Camon 19 Pro Mondrian Edition, a smartphone that changes color. It's been made to honor Pierre Mondrian, an artist who is a bit of a trailblazer in the abstract space. And it does that using polychromatic photoisomer technology, which means that its bonds are designed to break when exposed to the UV found in sunlight, to change the way it expresses color to resemble the type of art that he used to make. But we're going to take things up a notch with number 7, the $500 Naruto phone. And it's already pretty staggering. I mean, how many phones arrive to you in an actual scroll, which, if you've seen the Naruto anime, you'll know contains the wisdom of the ninjas. It's got felt on the inside. That is delightful. And then inside the scroll is where the phone rests. There's a SIM ejector tool carved into the emblem of Naruto's home village, a smoke-tinted clear case, a very speedy charger that can fill the phone completely in just 20 minutes from flat, which is actually quite fitting for the character who invented the most iconic run of all time. Wow. This is tasteful. The design is filled with references for the people who are into Naruto, but they've also done that while keeping it neat and sophisticated for the people who aren't. I like the fact that you can match the icons in your settings menu automatically with the wallpaper you choose. And all of these animations are an absolute joy. Milo, what are you doing? He's literally treating the packaging like a cat-sized yoga mat. It's not a yoga mat. Now, while the devices up until this point have been unique, they're both mid-range phones. So, it's time to step things up to flagships with the BMW phone made by the company iQOO. Wait, I've actually just understood what that brand means. iQOO. Does this mean I don't have a lot of it? You might know that most phone collaborations tend to end up being with camera companies as a way to add artistic flair to the photos you can capture. But this is a rare example of a phone so focused on speed that they instead decided to partner with a car company, because cars are fast. So, there's 2 interesting things about this. One is the back panel, which is made to feel like premium car seating, using BMW's Alpine white color and their iconic racing stripes. And the second thing is how it delivers on its focus on speed. This is one of the first phones ever to feature the next generation 2023 Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, paired with the next generation of storage called UFS 4.0. And so if we pull up a benchmarking app, you can see that even compared to recent 2022 flagships, it's an enormous jump in power. Okay, so this is something that Jesus Christ. Literally just came out. He killed you. That literally just came out. So exclusive, with only 2,000 global units total, that you had to pay €50 just to reserve the option to pay for it. And I have no idea what it's about to look like. This is the Daniel Arsham phone by Xiaomi. Arsham is also an artist, but instead famous for playing with the idea of what the future's history is going to look like. So taking modern objects and fossilizing them. And that makes the smartphone kind of the perfect thing for him to make, given that it is the object that defines our current era. Man, the quality of this packaging is definitely a tier above. They've even colored the manuals. The clear case is literally the only not customized thing about it. In case you can't tell, I'm really into this. There's just so much care gone into the phone's presentation and accessories, and it's just refreshing compared to the glorified empty sleeves that most phones come in nowadays. Holy moly. What Xiaomi have done with this artist is used a powerful laser to basically scrape away bits of glass really carefully, creating multiple layers, with each having its own look, and what's more impressive, its own texture. Now, whether you think it's a good one or a bad one is totally up to you, but that is a piece of art for sure. The body actually feels like aged copper, with the shinier bits being like crystal formations, and then the protrusions just like the bronze metal that they're trying to feel like. Oh, they've actually managed to make a nice parallax wallpaper. And then the software theming it's simple, but this is how I think it should be done. Most icon packs get so carried away just over-embellishing just a few icons that there's no way that effort can actually be applied to every single icon. And so you end up with this really obvious jarring gap between the icons that have been given lots of love and then those that have been given none. Moving up to $1,200, it's time for the spectacle phones. The limited editions that have the budget to go all in on the theme. And, well, Batman Begins. This is such a fitting theme for a gaming spec monster phone like this, given how much we know Batman loves his cutting-edge tools, and maybe Fortnite Mobile too. Oh, I am so keeping this briefcase. So, on the left we've got the charger, for those who dare. Dare to do what? play Clash of Clans on their mobile. There's a Batman embossed insert, which has a case inside. No manuals, mind you. Batman doesn't use those. That's such a cool SIM ejector tool. Wait, they even gave you a stand to hold it in. Well, that's a first. And then on the far right, no joke, an actual desk-size bat signal. This is what would be used as a distress call, projected in the sky to summon Batman himself. All right, let's see if it works.
No strangers to love.
Enough of this. Don't know what happened there. Try that again. Oh, that actually is cool. Surprisingly bright as well for such a tiny bulb. And then the smartphone, which is based off the Asus ROG Phone 6. It's not a crazy design. It's surprisingly elegant. Oh, I've just realized that's a not for sale sticker. That's even more elegant now. And it works really well with this case, which has a window to allow the Batman backlight to shine through. This startup screen goes hard. That might be the first time that sentence has ever been spoken. We've got Batman wallpapers, these techie, kind of sci-fi looking icons. Oh, the lock screen is like a storm in motion. And even your fingerprint scanner becomes a Batarang. What happens when you plug it in? Hey, not bad.
Oh my God.
You're giving up. Oh, and when all hope is lost, you can turn on X mode, where it maximizes the performance, and the sky and the logo on the back, they go red. Okay, we're in the top 3 now. The rarest, most expensive phones on the internet. And so it's kind of fitting that this next one, also by Asus, is based off the Diablo Immortal game, which has been endlessly criticized for what can only be described as predatory monetization. Not gonna lie though, this presentation looks like anything but a cash grab. I've never seen a cable and charger wrapped up like this. And the back is a map of an area called Sanctuary from the game. Wait, there's something else underneath it. Why is there a torch? Okay, I've just looked it up. Apparently this is going to reveal something that's hidden on our map. That is incredible. It's highlighting all the hilly areas in the mainland. I wonder what would happen if we try this on our Techno phone. No way. It actually works. I don't know why I'm surprised. It is science. It just keeps getting better though. The phone comes embedded inside of something called the World Stone, which in the game is the object that angels and demons fight over because it contains immense power. Wait, why can't I open it? Is this like part of the game? Come on, open! Oh. So that wasn't meant to happen. It seems like the SIM ejector tool was blocking it. But anyway, here's our phone. Oh my gosh. Okay, this design was worth the wait. Oh, nearly missed the case. I do appreciate that Asus actually puts some effort into cases and doesn't just give you a clear piece of plastic. They've actually hidden references inside the case as well. They've done a very good job of making you feel like a badass. I'm saying it right now. Aside from maybe Oppo, Asus is going down as the current MVP of limited edition phones. They've even created a custom finish here called Hellfire Red that uses multiple glass layers to reflect light like fire. It's not very often that you also see extra detailing on the cameras like this. Let's boot it up. This is such a hype way to start your phone. Okay, that is probably my favorite fingerprint scanning animation ever. So the icons on the wallpaper are not the best. Let's try charging it. Oh, the fire is too cool. And apparently these unique edition phones also have unique call screens. Okay, try calling me. I mean, I have no idea what this is, but it's extremely hype. Can you imagine? You pick a phone up and they're just like asking you to get milk from the supermarket. All right, so I mentioned that Oppo was kind of the leader of cool limited edition phones. Well, it's time to see why. And I am very, very excited about this one. I somehow managed to miss the entirety of Game of Thrones while people were actually watching it, but pretty soon I'm gonna watch the entire 9 seasons for the first time, beginning to end with my girlfriend. Also, I love dragons. All right, so first thing is a scroll. It looks like it's kind of linking everything that's within the box with the world of Game of Thrones. Kind of cool. Probably didn't need half the box just for that. But this drawer is where the fun begins. There's a golden keychain. That is the coolest SIM ejector tool I've ever seen. And it's going straight into my Jurassic Park dinosaur wallet. Promise I'm 27 years old. They've given a case that's maybe the highest quality case I've ever seen included with a phone. They've said it's inspired by dragon skin. And then an egg. Apparently the egg of the next dragon. And the sub to the channel would be exquisite. And then the phone, which, I mean, on one hand, we've already had more than enough cool stuff from this box. On the other hand, it's a shame that this does feel like the weakest part of the experience. Basically just a standard Oppo Reno 8. A huge camera module on the back. I actually quite like it aesthetically. It's got a really nice borderless screen. Wow, is this a fingerprint magnet? This is actually quite cool for me. The last Oppo Reno phone I ever covered was the Oppo Reno 3. So seeing them 5 generations later and how much of an improvement this is design-wise, it's very trippy. In a very weird kind of way, I'm almost proud of them. But now it's time for the secret Samsung phone. And actually, maybe the most expensive Samsung phone ever made. Yeah, this isn't gonna work as a filming machine. No, my dragon! My next dragon! I killed it! Okay. Oh, much better. So, you might have heard about Samsung Z Fold 4. It's already an insanely expensive phone at around $1,600, but it's not actually their best foldable. That award belongs to what is inside this crate. It's called the W23. It's only released in China because I guess the Chinese have taken more to foldables than the rest of the world has. And as I've come to learn, Samsung does not want anyone outside of China to get one. Can't even wedge it in there. You can try looking for it, it's genuinely impossible. We actually had to hire a middleman just to be able to get it to us, which made it even more expensive than the $2,580 that the base phone itself already costs. Let's try this side. You'll be relieved to know this is actually my first time using a crowbar. I think we're actually just gonna have to hack it. Oh, that worked. Whew. A little bit overkill for a smartphone. This is the kind of packaging you imagine shipping $1 million art piece over in. Good thing I just finished a fitness transformation. Oh, there we go. Me just now realizing there is a massive fragile sticker on the front. However, I believe our phone is safe. Beautiful packaging. Okay. Get inside. Man, China's getting absolutely treated here. The Z Fold 4 literally comes in a standard flat pack, no charger box, and then you've got this. I can't find my knife, so I'm gonna open this with raw power. There we go. I wonder if in China it's still more of a special event to get a new phone compared to the West, where it's very procedural. Maybe that's why they spent so much effort dressing it up. This is like actually metal in the box. It splits in half to open. Oh, it even lifts the middle compartment up. Big insert here. No way. It comes with its own special black and gold case, matte finish, and it's actually got the stylus inside of it. Sorry, S Pen. What is this? I'm not gonna find out by reading these manuals. Got a SIM ejector tool and a USB-C cable. Samsung Care Plus. I wonder if that covers what we did to the delivery box. Ah, this is gorgeous. Let's just see if there's anything else at the bottom. Got a little insert. Final little box, which has, would you believe it, a charger. Time for a $2,580 peel. I'm enjoying every second of this. So they've swapped out the glass that used to be on the back for ceramic, which helps it get rid of its internal heat faster. This whole black and gold color scheme is meant to symbolize prosperity and power. I've just realized it's ribbed in the middle. For her pleasure?
Oh my
No?
god, that's too far.
That's too far. Not to mention that they've upped the RAM from 12 gigabytes on Samsung's best global foldable to 16 gigs here. The pen is super responsive, just like all of Samsung's recent devices. But I guess it feels especially good because it came included. Ooh, let's see how good the camera is. Now, you might have heard of the Rhino Shield Solid Suit phone case. I've only been banging on about it for the last 2 years. Well, here's the interesting bit. It's just been upgraded. It's now easier to put on and take off, it can be cleaned easier, it's grippier, there's even an option now for MagSafe compatibility. And this is my favorite bit about Rhino Shield cases. It's even more customizable. You can change the buttons, you can change the camera ring, you can choose from what feels like a million different designs, all the way from Naruto to Dragon Ball. I actually really like that this W23 splits the camera controls into 2 different screens. You can get the Solid Suit for iPhones, you can get it for many Androids, or if you'd rather just stop your phone being dropped in the first place, you can get the grip. I've literally been handing these out to every single person I know, and I haven't had a single complaint. And for the holidays, you can use the code Mr. Holiday for 20% off in the first week of this video going live.